I love Star Trek, which is why I hate bad Star Trek. And let's talk about Harry Kim, because Harry Kim really is Star Trek Voyager in a nutshell. Non sequitur, Harry Kim wakes up on Earth and finds out that he's in an alternate timeline wherein he never got onto Voyager and never got lost. So, do we have a character growth moment for him? Does he decide maybe he wants to stay on Earth and then reluctantly decide to go and do the right thing? Or does he even decide to stay on Earth and then get pulled against his will back to Voyager? No, he just decides instantly he has to go back and set things right.
Harry Kim also represented the problem of lack of important continuity on Voyager. How many deep, abiding romances did he have with the girl of the week that would supposedly change his life and never did?
He's like Kirk without the charisma. And then of course Harry Kim finally gets a command of his own in Nightingale, and what happens? Nothing. He just decides to go back to being Ensign Kim. He doesn't even get a freaking promotion. Harry Kim is the reset button incarnate. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Harry Kim, Voyager in microcosm. And so, of course, as we all know, this was off-screen Kim's favorite abiding love from Star Trek. The man she loved more than any other man forever. This is POS VOY, Favorite Son. Ow! Begin the episode with the USS Voyager mapping space. After all, it's not like we're trying to get home. What's the rush? Harry thinks that this area of space seems familiar somehow. Have we been going in circles, Mr. Paris?
Perhaps you're experiencing a paradoxical state-dependent associated phenomenon.
Perhaps you are experiencing a smug Vulcan using unnecessarily large words.
So, a ship belonging to an alien race called the Nasari hailed them.
I'm Albert, captain of the Narada.
Wait, what was the name of that ship again?
Of the Narada.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Hi, Christopher. I'm Nero.
Hi, Nero.
Well, it appears friendly, but Harry just has a really bad feeling about this ship.
I am detecting no threat.
And so, without any warning, he steals control of the weapons from Tuvok and fires.
While Tuvok stands there like a Dorcas.
Hey. Hey.
So, Voyager manages to get away by targeting the ship's weapons. Which makes me wonder why Harry didn't just target the thing's weapons in the first place when its shields were down.
Their weapons were charging. They were about to fire at us. We could have been destroyed.
Sensor logs indicate that their weapon systems were not powered.
That whole welcome to Nasari territory was a trick.
How could you know that?
Stop ganging up on me!
Harry holds on to his distrust, even though he has no explanation for it other than a bad feeling.
Their faces don't look like our faces! Shoot them!
He gets sent to sickbay where he sees that B'Elanna is in serious condition from injuries suffered during the battle. And then the doctor revives her.
Oh, your name's in the credits, so you're next in the triage line. Oh God, it
My
hurts.
legs! I can't feel my legs!
Is there anybody there? I can't see anymore. It's gone dark.
Is that you, Grandma? I see the light. Should I move into the light?
For a moment, I was
Oh, help here,
Please,
Doc!
somebody help me! Oh, it burns! It burns so bad!
Is this what Obamacare is going to be like? After his critical forehead cut has been healed, Harry goes back to his quarters and instantly goes to sleep, which is always wise after a head trauma. In his sleep, he has nightmares about his mother's disapproval.
Harry, I'm here. Don't worry, you'll feel better soon. You don't need any friends, Andy, except for your own ma.
We raised you to be a responsible boy.
I try to be.
I'm suspending you from duty.
Why is he conflating Janeway with his mom? This is bizarre.
It is kind of bizarre, but it's understandable. And it's continuity, which Voyager does so rarely they deserve credit when they do. Because in the Thaw, the alien computer intelligence that was reading Harry's mind says...
Oh, she's like a dear old mother to you, isn't she?
So Voyager gets points for that.
Well, what about...
I remember being in my mother's womb.
And then there's always...
I keep hearing my mother say, "Practice, Harry, practice."
And then there's...
This Captain Janeway sounds like a lovely woman. Maybe I should write her.
Mom!
She needs to know how hard you work.
Please, don't get involved.
Harry suddenly wakes up bolt upright and goes and washes his face, and he's growing spots.
Oh my god! I've become a Trill!
He's become a part of the Doc's fanfic.
Ah!
I had a dream about being sick with the Mendokenpox when I was 9.
I've never considered dreams as a diagnostic tool before.
A dream is a symptom checklist.
Yes, we come back and we find out Harry is actually changing on a chemical level. Meanwhile, B'Elanna's okay. So, that little subplot has been averted completely.
Voyager, keeping things from happening since 1995.
What happened to your face? It's kind of cute, makes you look like a speckled targ.
So, Harry comes into Captain Janeway to confess that he was wrong with his prejudices, and then Janeway confirms his prejudice. The Nasari were arming for battle, and they couldn't detect it at the time.
They would have taken us completely by surprise.
As soon as I saw their ship, I felt this sudden suspicion and loathing.
Star Trek, where your prejudices are always correct. Well, in the middle of space, 3 more Nasari start closing in on them. They have nowhere else to go, but then on a hunch, Harry recommends one system, and they go there. He recognizes it as the Teresian system, somehow, and another ship from another race comes there, but they fight off the Nasari.
What's your next trick, Harry? Pull a shuttlecraft out of a hat?
Well, the writers keep pulling him out of their butts, so I don't see why not. The Teresian captain recognizes Harry and says that Harry too is a Teresian. So Harry and a few other people beam down, and they find out it's a planet of hot supermodels, as opposed to the ugly supermodels.
We'd like to ask some questions before we start celebrating. Of course.
Why is it of all the landing party, Janeway's the one who sees these hot women and contemplates celebrating? Apparently Harry was conceived on Teresia and as an embryo sent to Earth. Harry Kim is not Kal-El.
Am you Bizarro's mommy?
How is he implanted into Harry's mom?
How do they even know where Earth is?
How do they know what Earth is called?
If they do know that, why doesn't Janeway ask them for directions or a shortcut?
Did they pick Harry's mom specifically, or was she just random choice?
They know Harry's human, but how do they know he was born on Earth and not some Earth colony?
How was the embryo kept alive when it went all the way across the entire galaxy?
Do they keep it in cryostasis? Is it safe to keep something in cryostasis that long?
Did they ship to any other planets that we know of in the Alpha Quadrant besides Earth?
So does this mean that Harry Kim doesn't actually share any DNA with his supposedly biological father?
Would Harry be now unable to father an actual human child because he has Teresian DNA?
What the hell is the deal with that time loop on the Roy River that Tyrion goes through?
But Harry wasn't trying to return here. We came to the Delta Quadrant by accident.
His DNA was encoded with certain instincts.
Yes, instincts. Such as the instinct to be transported halfway across the galaxy against your will and without your knowledge. Instincts! Harry decides without prodding to make a gesture of affection to the Teresian woman near him.
Harry?
Showing affection to a woman? That's not like you at all.
So apparently Teresian males are extremely rare. 1 out of 10 are born. Great, we just stole a plotline from Ocarina of Time.